I want to apologize to most of you who have been waiting for a long time. The waiting was it, but we apologize for keeping you waiting.
Because
Chief Rob Ezeife, the immediate younger brother of His Excellency, and Professor Oken, Professor Fred Unyozi. Welcome, sir. And then we have many other dignitaries. Former medical director. He's retired. Although an Igbo man, he has been in the forefront of the struggle for justice, equity, and fairness in Nigeria. Even at the time the election of believed to have been won by Chukwuemeka Ezeife was cancelled, he's an Igbo man, but he joined NADECO. He was an active member until fighting for the revalidation of that election. And you know that the Southwest was eventually compensated in 1999 when Chief Olusegun Obasanjo was elected as the president of Nigeria. He has been in our FCT here when Post 7, when 7 youths of Igbos were 6 were killed, he came out fully, and other things.
we pray, Lord, that those she has left behind.
Well, the struggle is on course. We are working hard to ensure that come 2023, it doesn't matter what happens, the next president of Nigeria will come from Southeast, because legally it is their turn. If you look at section 14, subsection 3 of the 1999 Constitution, it says that the government and its agencies of the Federation, in whatever they do, shall reflect the federal character. If you come to the federal character, it means zoning is implied. And just as people have told you, I don't want to repeat, but the truth is that Southeast has ruled Nigeria for 6 months. No, Northeast, 6 years, Northwest, 18 years, Northwest, by the time Buhari completes, 17 years, North Central, 18 years, Southwest, 12 years, South-South, 6 years, Southeast, 6 months. So by equity, justice and fairness, it's the turn of the Southeast. Now some people are deceiving themselves by telling us that since 1999, that out of so many years of PDP, that South has ruled 14 years, not this. They forgot that Nigeria didn't start in 1999. Nigeria started in 1960. And in that, since that 1960, the North has dominated the rulership of the country. And we don't have much to show for it. So we are saying that they've done enough. This is the time for other people to try. And any day, an Igbo man of Southeast extraction is inaugurated as the president of Nigeria, things will change positively, because today the Igbos are on course. You don't publicize all your strategies. The Igbos are on course. We are networking with the Southwest, the Afenifere. When it works with South-South, Middle Belt, we are reaching other parts of the North, negotiating with them. Politics is about negotiation. And so we are reaching out to them. And we believe very sincerely, especially now we've had wonderful material that have come out. You see that all those people that have declared, none of them can compete with Peter Obi. It's not because he's an Igbo man. None of them. Go and see his credentials. And other Wadi Igbo, there are others that are good. Pius Anyim is in the race. Professor Moagalo. Igbo has, Southeast has wonderful presidential materials. So any person telling you they want to do this, they want to continue that is suffering in Nigeria. We want to end suffering. We want to end scarcity of petroleum products. We want to end importation over importation. We want to inaugurate a president from Southeast extraction that will change things in Nigeria. And we are leaving no stone unturned. We will ensure that it happens for the sake of peace, equity, and fairness. We don't want Nigeria to break. And those people who are saying that if the Igbos are allowed to produce presidents, that they will declare Biafra, no. The Igbos are using their personal money to invest in every part of Nigeria. So why would the Igbos, when they have opportunity in developing the entire country with the federal match, it's then that the Igbos will break away. The Igbos are not breaking away. Igbos are one of the indigenous people of Nigeria. And so we are not leaving Nigeria for any person. We are not running away. We want that presidency in order to rectify the wrongs in this country, in order to make Nigeria to work again, to start working again, in order to make Nigeria conducive for every person. You can see our youths are running out because of bad governance. Our youths are running away. There's insecurity everywhere, and people are still, so it is no longer the turn of this North. All those aspirants from the North should go and rest. It is not their turn. Otherwise, they are telling Nigeria that they want a continuation of suffering. They want a continuation of deprivation. They want a continuation of insecurity. They want a continuation of anything that maladministration. We want a stop to it. And that's why we are saying it is the turn of Southeast to give Nigeria a brand, creative and entrepreneurial presidency. A president that is accountable to the people. A president that will capture the imagination of Nigeria. And that is what we stand for. Thank you so much.
A long time I've refrained from making statements and granting interviews. But there comes a time in the life of persons and nations where we have to draw attention to the truth for posterity. There are issues presently on ground, political issues presently on ground as to which area and which region should produce the next president of this country. I watch on television and I see a sponsored campaign stating heads of state that has ruled this country and all that. If truth must be told, that sponsored advert, particularly the one by Pedro Obaseki, is a distortion of historical facts and a twist of statistical data. Nigeria did not start existing today. It started in 1914. But the relevant section we are talking about now is since we got our independence. There have been various nomenclature that have been used in the past to describe heads of government or president or commander-in-chief. The effective thing we are talking about and the real thing we are talking about is head of government, who is accountable and responsible for the day-to-day management of the affairs of the citizenry, which is Nigeria. Before independence, we all know that the people of southern Nigeria extraction championed independence. Our brethren did not say they were not ready. Zik of Africa made substantial and unprecedented sacrifice by bringing all of them together, and he ceded the position of the head of government to our brothers in the north who did not participate in the struggle for Nigerian independence. Prior to that, a relatively unknown person in the north was brought in to become head of government business up to the eve of Nigeria's independence in 1960. In the person of Alhaji Tafawa Balewa. By 1960 at independence, Tafawa Balewa became the effective head of government. And Tafawa Balewa ruled Nigeria from 1960 to 1966. If you look at it in the chronological order, Tafawa Balewa was the first post-independence head of government and is from the present day Northeast. Do we write that off? Tafawa Balewa was the head of government business up to the eve of Nigeria's independence, which was a de facto position of prime minister. Should we write that off? If you look at all the geopolitical zones put together by whatever system that operated, whether military interregnum, whether there's a civilian government, whether democracy, by 2023, Nigeria will be 63 years as an independent nation. Out of 63 years, the North alone has ruled Nigeria for 45 years. Don't forget, at independence, we had 3 regions. 2 in the south, 1 in the north. By 1963, Nigeria became a federal republic. And another region was created constitutionally, and that was the only region created constitutionally to today, Midwest region. So, if you look at the heads of government from 1960 to now, Northwest had produced head of government for 22 years out of the 63 years of Nigeria's independence by 2023. North Central had produced head of government for 18 years out of the 63 years of independence of Nigeria by 2023. Northeast has produced head of government in Alhaji Tafawa Balewa, who was the prime minister, the first and only prime minister and head of government to date, from 1960 to 1966. So there's no part of the North that has not produced head of government from independence to date. Now coming to the South. Southwest, by whatever nomenclature, whether military or civilian, have ruled this country. They produced head of government for 12 years. In Obasanjo, in Shonekon, and so forth. South have produced the head of government for 6 years. In Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. Southeast had produced the head of government for only 6 months, and it was by accident. And the man paid the supreme sacrifice with his own life. So look at it. If you are talking about equity, if you are talking about fairness, if you are talking about justice. Northwest had ruled 22 years, North Central 18 years, Northeast 6 years, South 6 years, Southwest 12 years, Southeast 6 months. Now, the incumbent president is from the North. And people are saying, after 8 years, with this kind of situation that Nigeria has never been before, after 8 years of straight uninterrupted rule, some people are still saying that the North should continue back to back. Is that fair? Is that just? Is that equitable? If you zone the presidency to the South, Southwest having ruled for 12 years, and South having ruled for 6 years, I'm not talking about vice presidency, I'm talking about head of government, on whose table the buck stops. Southwest has ruled as military and civilian for 12 years. Southwest, South, 6 years. Southeast has not. Will it be fair to exclude Southeast in the leadership of this country? Looking at it again, who are the champions of Nigeria's independence? We can anchor that in Southeast, in the personification of Right Honorable Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe. What are we doing? What have we done? And what do we want to do in memory of this great African leader?
Thanks for checking out SYMFONI on YouTube. Please be sure to subscribe and like our videos for updates.